Hello, hello, hello. This is Gresh from the I Am CEO podcast, and I have a very special guest on the show today. I have Kai Boyer of KaiBoyerFitness.com. Kai, it is awesome to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Gresh. It's great to meet you.
Great to meet you as well, and I'm super excited to hear a little bit more about you, and I wanted to tell the community a little bit more about Kai so you can hear about all the awesome things that she's doing. And Kai is a fitness entrepreneur in Orange County's #1 top-rated female trainer. Kai, are you ready to speak to the I Am CEO community?
Let's do it.
Awesome, let's do it. So the first question I had was just to hear a little bit more about your CEO story and what led you to start your business.
I started my business while I was in my third year of college at UC Irvine. I had gotten into personal training after I had to give up the sport I lived and breathed for 15 years. I had a career-ending hip injury. I had to give up my college scholarship, and I got into rehabilitation of injuries. And I started working at LA Fitness to put myself through college. And after about 2 years, I branched off and started my own business. That was back in 2016. I wanted to have better control over how my clients were handled and the services they were given. I thought I could do a better job on my own. By 2017, I had expanded my program to 3 facilities and an online program.
Awesome. It sounds like you're rocking and rolling. And obviously, I'm sorry to hear about the injury. I have torn my Achilles tendon, so I know the rehab and getting back from those things is always a fun thing to do. But I appreciate you for fighting through and seeing. It sounds like you've kind of pushed to help others kind of fight through their injuries or any of their fitness goals as well.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm able to do now is I'm able to help other people overcome their injuries and overcome the pain that they're dealing with. And that's really one of the most rewarding parts of what I do.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's definitely rewarding for them after having, those horrific injuries to be able to kind of get through them. So I wanted to drill down a little bit deeper and hear, I guess, a little bit more on how you're helping to serve these clients that you're working with.
So I offer a range of products and services. I do one-on-one and semi-private training at all my facilities. I also do diet and exercise planning through my online program. Lastly, I also do corporate wellness programs for corporations looking to improve the health and wellness of their employees. So I'm really able to help people change their lives through exercise, nutrition, pain management. But I'm really able to customize and tailor my product so each client has a very unique experience.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I mean, you could definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I find that, a lot of times, depending on what people's goals are, or maybe even what injuries they might have gone through, they might need a certain, I guess, nutrition plan or an exercise program or something like that. Do you find kind of like the same thing?
Absolutely. Every person's, completely different. And that's why I have to really build a custom program for each individual that comes through the door and help them, succeed in whatever goals they may have, whether it's improving athletic performance, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just having less pain, being able to sleep through the night, whatever it is, I'm really able to help them fit their needs.
Yeah, and that's definitely huge, obviously, because everybody's different. Everybody has different goals and, different ways that they can kind of deal with pain and things that they've gone through. So it's great that you're kind of able to do that. So now I wanted to drill down a little bit deeper and ask you for what I call your secret sauce. And this might be something you feel kind of distinguishes you or sets you apart. But what do you feel like is your secret sauce for you and your business?
I think the secret sauce for me is I have a much more expansive range of services that I offer than most personal trainers. Because I was in high-level competitive sports, I'm able to work with a lot of athletes. So I help them improve their specific athletic skill and ability. I also do a lot of soft tissue and stretching work, which is a service most personal trainers don't offer. So I'm able to help people overcome injuries, really get them back playing, doing the things they love. So that's something that really sets my program apart.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's absolutely huge, and especially probably even helps you out in your business to have been a competitive athlete and to be able to kind of excel at such a high level that I'm sure that translates into your business, but also into connecting with those people that are going through the injuries or want to reach a certain level as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And now I wanted to switch gears a little bit and ask you for what I call a CEO hack. And this could be an app, a book, or a habit that you have, but it's something that makes you more effective and efficient as a business owner.
So for me, my ultimate CEO hack is having a goal list. The owner of my gym, Next Level Fitness, started me off with having a goal list when I started my business, and it's something I have carried with me throughout. And I have a couple different goal lists. I have my short-term goal list, which is more month by month.
Hmm.
And it's more smaller things, areas I want to improve on my business. It might be, signing a specific number of clients or a new area of marketing I want to expand into. And then I have my year-long goals, things I want to improve on, how I'm going to expand my business into a new sector, new ways I can better myself to, help my clients better. So really having that goal is, I think it makes you very accountable. It keeps you on track, and it really keeps you moving forward. So that's my ultimate CEO hack.
I love that CEO hacking. And do you write out these goals and everything that you put in place as well?
Yes. And then I have a checklist for each one of them. And you get such a great feeling when you check those off the list.
Yeah, especially I'm sure if you can see the overall goal, whether it be like you said, this month or, 2 years down the line or whatever. But if you start to see that you're making incremental steps towards reaching that goal, I'm definitely sure that gives you momentum, gets you energized, and you feel like you want to give yourself a pat on the back, so to speak.
Absolutely. Especially as a CEO, you have to keep moving forward. There's no time for just kind of being complacent. You just got to keep moving, keep growing.
Exactly. Awesome. And now I wanted to ask you for what I call a CEO nugget. And this might be a word of wisdom or a piece of advice, or if you can hop into a time machine, what would you tell your younger business self?
I think it would really just be, never stop growing, no matter how successful your business may be at the time. You don't want to be complacent. You want to keep growing, improving, seeing how you can better serve your customers, better serve your clients. Once you stop growing, you're already falling behind because people out there are constantly innovating, constantly growing. So you have to really be on the cutting edge of everything with your business.
Absolutely. And progression and getting better and always constantly improving is definitely the key. And a lot of people say if you're not growing, then you're dying. So you want to make sure that you're always moving forward, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now I wanted to ask you for my absolute favorite question, which is the definition for what it means to be a CEO. And we're hoping to have different quote unquote CEOs on this show. So I wanted to ask you, Kai, what does being a CEO mean to you?
Being a CEO to me means being in charge of my own life and my own destiny. So I'm really able to create and kind of grow my business where my passion takes it and where my interest takes it. I'm also able to kind of branch off and do new things. But a lot of times it can be really challenging. I run the whole show by myself. So I take on the hats and the roles of an entire team of people, from marketing to consultations to training the actual clients to social media to accounting, everything in between. So it can be really challenging, but seeing that success and growth and being able to be the kind of the movement behind it is really exciting.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And even going back to what you were saying with your CEO hack, I'm sure sometimes I find too that you keep going, you're doing so much, and sometimes you don't give yourself credit. But if you have those checklists, you can kind of see all the things that you accomplish. It shows that you're progressing and you're moving forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to keep moving forward, especially when you have so many things going on. It's very easy to get distracted and get off course and not, kind of get back to the central focus. So that's one of the things the goal list really does for me is it keeps me focused on, the central goal of my business and where I want to develop it. So I do think it's super important.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. But Kai, I truly appreciate you for taking some time out of your schedule. What I want to do is pass you the mic, so to speak, just to see if there's anything additional you want to let our readers and our listeners know about you and your business, or any advice that you might have, and also how best people can get a hold of you.
My best advice for anyone wanting to start their own business would, definitely be to just jump into it and get started. There's so many incredible opportunities out there in the world. The only thing holding me back is, fear itself. And I think just really getting yourself out there is one of the best things you can do. Give it a shot, see what happens. If you work hard, it's going to come to you. Nothing comes without the effort, though. So what you put in is what you get out. If you'd like to see more about what I do, my website is kaiboyerfitness.com. My Facebook and my Instagram are Kai Boyer Fitness as well. We're uploading, videos and going live every day of the workouts we're doing. We host a lot of really cool boot camps and a lot of cool events. If anyone's local to Orange County, I'd love you to come check us out. Join us for free the first time. Thank you for having me, Grash. I really appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you, and we'll make sure to have all those links in the show notes. And again, thank you so much for taking some time out of your schedule. You're rocking and rolling, and I appreciate you for taking some time out. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of the day.
Thank you.